Hi guys, Dinner Lady here again. Right, now I've been asked a couple of times to do this, so I've decided today I'm going to do Panackelty. So I'm going to bring you down and show you the ingredients that I've got. Now, been to Lidl's again today, and I've getting some more cooking bacon. Now I did take a little video of that, and that will be on at the beginning of this video as well. Tin of corned beef, 2 beef oxo cubes, an onion, and some Maris Piper potatoes. You can use any potatoes. Now going back to the cooking bacon, we always grown up had it with the cooking bacon. A lot of people used it with sausages or any sort of meat that you want. You can add extra vegetables. I know some people put carrots in or whatever, but this is just mine, and I haven't had this for about 20 years, so this is going to be a bit of a nostalgia for me. So right, I'll bring you over and we'll start getting prepped. Right, so I've made up a little bit of gravy, well, a little bit of stock with the oxo cubes. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a little bit of corn flour and water in there, just to thicken it up slightly while it's cooking. You don't want it too watery, but you don't want it too thick either. That out of the way a second. Just a couple of teaspoons. Go, move that out of the way. A little bit of cold water. Make it into a enough. There we go. So it's starting to dissolve now. Just mix that in there like that, and as that bubbles up in the oven, that will thicken up. Now I'm going to deal with the potatoes now. Now I'm lucky enough to have one of these like mandolin things, so you want them thinly sliced, but you can also do them by hand. That's not a problem. And don't worry, as soon as I get so far down, I will be putting the guard on. Can't get away with a guard, that's the thing. There we go. There's one, and I'll just continue with this until they're all done. Right guys, so I did have 5 medium potatoes, but there's a load of potatoes there. So I'm just going to keep that to one side, and I might use it, I might not. So I'm just going to put them to one side for a second. Right, we're getting the tin of corned beef out of the tin, but I don't like all this fat on it, so I just go with a knife, just scrape it all off, just all the way around. Don't mind the little bits in between, I just don't want the big thick parts of the fat. There you go, that'll do. Just put one in there with a cleaner knife, and all you do with this, slice it into slices. I mean, this is an easy dish. Once you've really just sliced and diced everything, then it's a matter of just an assembly job, and then put it in the oven. And as apart from the bacon and the potatoes and the onions, this is cooked, so it's just a matter of once they're cooked, well, mainly the potatoes, because once the potatoes are cooked, you know that the bacon and the onions will be cooked. So that's that. Now I'm just going to slice up the onion. Right, so onto the onion. And all you do is this. Get rid of the papery bits. Get rid of those. Right. Slice them up just like that. So I'll finish this off, and then we'll come back and sort out that bacon. Right, so back with the bacon again. Put in as much or as little as you like. Just going to get rid of some of this fat. So I remember when I was younger, my dad used to work in the shipyards and he used to always come home for his dinner because we obviously didn't live that far away. And I always knew when he was making this because when I came in from school, you could always smell it. He used to come home for his lunch, put this together and put it in a low oven for the rest of the day. And then when he'd finished work and I'd finished school, it used to be ready for it. Don't want too bigger pieces with this, but you also don't want them too small, so just slices like that. And again, you can use gammon. And there's no measurements on this, guys. It's just whatever size pot you've got, to be perfectly honest. You just want to fill the pot. Right, so I'll just keep dicing this. And then that's that practically done. Right, so everything's all sorted now. Just going to put a little bit of gravy in the bottom. Sorry, I keep saying gravy, it's stock. And then a layer of potatoes. Just sometimes if you don't put that in the bottom before you put the potatoes in, if you've got starchy potatoes like I have, the starch comes out and it would stick to the bottom. Whereas this way it's just a little bit of a defence against that happening. So we'll just go with a layer of potatoes. There we go. A few onions. Just lean them down. Quickly wipe my hands. I need to get some salt and pepper. I'm going to use white pepper for this, only because that's really what we always ever use. Not too much salt, because we have got some salt in the oxo cubes. You've got salt in the bacon and there is salt in the corned beef as well. So then just a layer. Oh, forgot the pepper, didn't I? Right, wash your hands again. Just a little sprinkling of pepper. Right. And some of the bacon. And a few bits of corned beef. Now it doesn't matter about the corned beef, this will melt. And that's the first layer done. So what I'll do is I'll just crack on with this layer, and then once it's all done I'll come straight back to you. Right, so that's that all layered up. I have put a couple of dobs of butter on the top, but that's about it. Now all you do is you just add your stock until it just comes up. It's getting there now. Now I didn't use that 5th potato, but what I'll do is I'll cling film that and put it in the fridge, and that'll go for, I've just splashed it everywhere there, and that'll go on for our we'll use that for our dinner tomorrow. Right, so get that on like that, and then cover it. If you're using a pan with a tight lid, you don't need this. Give it 1 sec, guys. Just going to get a tray to put it on. Right, so I've just put it on the tray just in case it bubbles over. Now I've got the oven on at 160, and it'll probably, just depends on your potatoes, how thick you cut them. what type of potatoes it is that you use, but I'll probably check after about an hour and a half, and then if the potatoes are cooked, excuse me, I'll take this off and I'll give it probably another 10 minutes, but I'll check it probably after an hour and 15. But there you go, just get this straight into the oven now. And we'll come back once it's cooked. Hiya, welcome back. Now it's been in the oven for about an hour and 15 minutes. Then I took the tin foil off and left it for another 10-15 minutes after that. So it's all done now. So I'm just going to show you. Everything is cooked perfectly. Now this is a bowl meal. Right, so I'm just going to pop that in here. Got spoons at the ready. That's exactly how I remember it. So that's one bowl. And everything just melts down. Seems like there's a lot of gravy.
Smells lovely.
Yeah, I must admit I've been like sat there while you've been watching the football and thinking, I'm hungry now. But as you can see, it's been out of the oven for about 10-15 minutes, and that corned beef is literally just melted in there. Right, so next time we see you, we'll be sat down having something to eat. Right, so your first taste of...
Yeah, well, it's been a long while since I've had this.
No, you've never had that before. It's Panackelty.
Huh?
I've never ever made it before.
Have you not?
Nah.
I thought you had.
I've done corned beef stew. I've just never done it like this.
Right. That is really nice.
It's still steaming. It's been
Still
out.
steaming. Corned beef, I love corned beef anyway. Potatoes on that. All cooked nicely. Seasoned in spot on. It's very, 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 very nice. I must admit.
Do you know what we should be getting today?
Some bread.
Crusty bread, yeah.
That's screaming out for a bit of crusty bread. To go into that.
Totally agree.
Schoolboy era.
But we've had the bean. The
I
day.
will have the beans, so. But that, yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but still steaming away. Very, very nice. Corned beef sort of like becomes part of the gravy.
Yes.
So, yes. Very, very, very nice. Give it a go, guys. Definitely.
Yeah, well, we're going to finish this. Finish off for Saturday night. And we'll see you tomorrow. See you later, guys.
Bye.